Hi guys, Mariah Michelle here. I am back on screen. So today's video is just a story time while I do a get ready with me. This is my natural go-to look every day. If I'm going out, this look will take me a solid 20 minutes. I just don't have time anymore. I don't know what it is. As you age, your life just gets super busy. I don't know. And so this is just gonna be a casual kind of video where I talk to you, and I have a couple stories. Y'all are not ready for this story time. Okay, the first story I'm gonna tell you today is about a flying spider. Enough said. And the second story, if you saw the clip from my last video about the fire, I thought I would elaborate a little bit. Go check out that video. I posted it last week, and it was basically a travel vlog of my time in Banff. It was an amazing trip, so many fun stories, and I cannot wait to share them with you. So if you want to hear about these crazy stories and if you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching. Oh my goodness, I got my hair done. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed. It's just like that. When I'm engaged, I'm gonna be I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm engaged. I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be dramatic. But yeah, I got my hair done with Ashley Beauty. I will link her Instagram down below. She's the queen of balayages, such a sweet girl, and she did a really great job with my hair. I'm obsessed with it. If you guys want to see a hair care routine, let me know and I could totally get that done. But yes, back to the video. Okay, so I am going to quickly do my eyebrows. I'm just gonna vibe with you today. I'm not gonna do an in-depth tutorial. I'm gonna do my go-to makeup because it has changed a little bit. I guess we can just hang out with each other. I'm gonna quickly do my brows, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to me, because I'm not gonna lie, there's some trauma to unpack, okay? We're gonna get into these stories because I just know you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. I'm not ready, to be honest. On to foundation. And I'm using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NC25. Okay, let me put my concealer on. Okay, let me begin the story. So, as you know, I went to, oh, it's a lot. As you know, I went to Banff. It was so much fun. I've never laughed so hard in my life, and I think honestly with this entire trip I was just laughing so hard. You know when those real laughs come out? It's from your, you can't stop laughing, you're dying, you're a second away from peeing your pants. That was literally me every single day on this trip. So I went with Kiefer's family. They're hilarious and amazing. So we had a really good time. Okay, so this first story is about a flying spider. Sorry, I can't even stay with a straight face. I'm not gonna lie, I'm traumatized. But anyway, so for the flying spider story, I just want you to brace yourself, because maybe it won't sound as scary to you, but if you were there, you would know the fear that I felt in my heart. So we go to Banff, and this is the first day there. We rented a car, so we landed in Calgary and we drove to Banff. Kiefer's dad was driving, and it was a beautiful drive, amazing time. So we get to the place we're staying, we park in the parking lot, and the windows are all down. Kiefer's little sister's in the front, and I'm in the back with Kiefer and his brother, okay? So there's a little context into just where we were and everything. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna contour with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Suede. So all the windows are down. Kiefer's dad went inside to go to the front desk and get our room keys and to check in and everything. So we're waiting on him, and I'm hearing these loud bird noises, and I was fascinated. Birds fascinate me. And I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, so I look outside, I'm where is this bird coming from? I'm so excited, I want to see a bird. First day excitement and everything. And I'm looking on top of the resort, and at the peak at the top, I see a hawk. And I don't know if I've seen a hawk before. Anyways, it was pretty cool. So I'm oh my gosh, guys, look, a hawk. And I'm so excited. And then, let me tell you guys, oh my goodness, it was so scary. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm staring at this hawk. I'm telling everyone about this hawk. And out of the corner of my eye, I see something. And not just any something. A giant spider. a giant spider. I am not a spider girl. If you're a spider girl out there, good for you. I'm not a spider girl. I will never kill a spider. I will make my boyfriend do it or my parents do it. I will not be touching any spiders. I will not be looking at any spiders. If I even get a glimpse of one, I will run in the other direction because I'm not a spider girl. Anyway, so I'm like frozen in fear for a solid 3 seconds, and I'm trying to like process like what it is that I'm seeing in the sky. This wasn't just a spider outside. I'm telling you guys, like this is the size of my head. I have a pretty small head, so I'm not trying to like compare anything to it, but like it was this big. I don't know if you can see, but like it was this big. That's a big spider. And it was very dark, and it had some like thick legs. Like this girl, like Miss Spider, was like, she was thick, okay? She was like, I don't know, she was like the Beyonce of spiders. All right, so I look out the window and I'm seeing this spider, but the spider's not just like hanging there or something. I am telling you, this spider, it is floating towards the car. It is floating towards me. It's not even like zooming. It's literally like a slow burn kind of thriller movie. It's literally slowly moving towards us. And it is on a perfect trajectory, and it's gonna land inside the car. The windows are down. The car is off. There is no way for me to close my window. And so after I got over the initial fear, I'm screaming my head off, and I'm like, guys, floating spider, close the windows right now. And I'm like freaking out, and the windows are completely down, and then like no one else saw it, but then I was like, Kiefer, like look, like it's right there. He was looking for it. He sees it. He starts freaking out too. So now he can confirm my story. Otherwise, they must have thought I was crazy. But I was so scared. It was a really huge spider. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if it landed like in my lap or something. I genuinely just got a heart attack. Yeah, so Kiefer's little sister is in the front. She's so funny, love her so much. Shout out to you. We're like, grab the car keys, like close the windows, like grab it, turn the car on. And she's like struggling to get the car on. So like now we're just in like a state of panic. I'm screaming my head off. Finally, like after I think it was like the longest 10 seconds of my life, she finally gets the car on. We are all closing the windows very quickly. I don't know where this spider went. I never saw it again, but moral of the story, just leave your car on. Leave your car on. Just don't ever leave your windows open. It's not worth it. You never know what could be going down in the sky. But yeah, I'm lucky to be alive with you guys today. It was truly a near-death experience. I just wanted to share that fun story with you because I thought it was really funny. And that was the first story. Okay, so first I think I want to do my eyes. Let me explain to you what I've been doing. So I've been using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I've been using just a couple colors. Here is the palette. I go in with these two colors, and they're called Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, and I kind of just use that as a transition kind of color. And then after that, I go in with Realgar and Cypress Umber next. And I just take a little bit of a mix of the two just to add a little bit of dimension to my eyes. And then I go and I take this white cream shade Tempera, and what I do with that is I put it all over my lid, and just like that, like that's the entire look. It looks so good with like just mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna do this for you quickly, and I'm gonna speed it up. Then I'm just taking this black pencil liner. It's from L'Oreal, but you can use any one that you have. And I am lining my upper waterline. And I'm also gonna add some to my lower waterline. Okay, after that I'm gonna go in with some mascara. And I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic. I'm sorry, look at the difference. That's crazy. Now that's crazy to me. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go with my bronzer, blush, highlight, and my fake moles as usual, so you can watch me finish off this look. And we can get into our next story, which I think you'll like quite a bit. if you watched my last video, which I hope you have, there was a little bit of like an Easter egg in it. There's a clip of fire, and I just put a caption like things went wrong. And so I just thought I would have to give more of an explanation. So in Banff, it's pretty campy, you know, like we stayed at a resort and everything, but it was like made of wood, and they gave us a fireplace, but it wasn't like a fireplace you turn on and off like I'm used to here. It was one where you legitimately like take the wood. Thank God we didn't have to chop wood, but they give us the wood and they give us all the materials. They did not give us any instructions, and they did not tell us any extra information. Now, that's a disclaimer for the rest of the story. Please keep that in mind because they did not give us any information. It was just like, here's your wood, start a fire. And so that's what we did, and so it wasn't our fault. I'm just gonna put that out there. You have firewood, you have like some newspaper for kindling. Yes, I know what kindling is. I'm professional. I kind of took the lead on it. I Googled how to do it. Kiefer and I were like setting it up. We made a really nice crisscross situation. We put the kindling in. They have this thing to make the fire start easily, like, I don't know, to keep it going, or I don't even know, like an ignite thingy. I don't even know. And we start this fire. His dad lit it with a match. It was looking great. Like, I'm gonna insert a clip because it's so funny to me because the fire was looking a little big, but like none of us, like, we were all like thought it was normal, and so we were sitting in front of it like getting all warm and toasty, and this fire was like huge. It's not supposed to be that big, and so here, just roll the clip. Roll the clip. Like, did you see that? That's not what a fire is supposed to look like. This was way too aggressive. But we're literally there, we're warming our hands, and we're like, this is so nice. Oh my goodness, like a real fire. And this thing's like a monster. The room is starting to like fill up with smoke. I went upstairs to plug in my phone because it was dying, and I noticed that I'm literally walking through a cloud of smoke. There's smoke everywhere. And then I'm like, okay, well, this isn't right. I go downstairs, and they're on FaceTime with Kiefer's mom, who was back home. She's like, okay, well, show me the fire. And so she looked at it, and she was like, oh, it's looking a little, she was noticing that it was looking a little big. And then like 10 seconds later, the fire alarm goes off. And then that's when we're all like kind of side-eyeing each other like, oh, okay, maybe there's a problem. The fire's like crackling, and I was calm until it started crackling. And this whole place is wood. I'm like, what if one of those cracklings, what if there's a bigger fire? I don't want that to happen. I don't want that's the last day of our trip. Like, come on now. We don't want to like last day of our trip, like we burn the whole place down. No. Rebuked. We ended up calling the front desk. So Kiefer calls the front desk, and he picks up the phone, and he's like, we started the fire and everything with the stuff you guys gave us. We didn't really get any instructions from you, so we kind of just put it there, and they were like, oh, did you open the smooth? And Kiefer's like, well, I really don't know what that is. And they're like, okay, we'll send somebody. So they sent this guy like, there's smoke all up in these rooms. The fire alarm's going off, our door is wide open, we're all kind of like nervous. This guy comes like, like he's coming in with a smile. He's like, hey guys. Anyways, he was a really nice guy, and he helped us. And the smooth is basically, it's the opening for the chimney. And so nobody mentioned this to us. Like, wouldn't you tell your guests if you're giving them firewood, oh, make sure to open the smooth? That's basically the thing that lets all the smoke out. But no, nobody told us. I don't know if this is common knowledge. We were doing that, and we didn't open that, so all of the smoke, it wasn't going up out of the chimney. It was coming into the room. Anyway, so we were all standing outside, like, just in case, and we're kind of like watching the fire, watching this guy kind of fix everything. He turned our fire alarm off so it wouldn't be so aggressive. He opened our smooth for us. Now I know what that is. And yeah, the fire started calming down, and afterwards it got a lot smaller, which was what it was supposed to look like. I don't know why, we were really enjoying ourselves with this giant bonfire in our living room. But it was so funny, and thank God we were safe. Like, I can't even tell you. Now it's just a funny story to tell. I think Kiefer sat there until the fire like died out. He was like, he literally would not take his eye. He was staring down this fire. He was like, I'm gonna wait until you're gone because you're not coming for my family. He's so funny. Yeah, this trip was really fun. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up with my lip pencil. I have run out of setting spray, which angers me because I feel like I need to set my face, but you know, we're gonna make do with what we have, and I'm just gonna finish up this look now. Alright, so that was my MAC lip liner in Cork, and this is my favorite combo right now. And then I'm putting on the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. And that's the finished makeup. Let me zhuzh up my hair a little bit and then I will say goodbye. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this look turned out. I hope you enjoyed my stories. I really hope that you enjoyed this, that we could catch up together. I am so happy to be doing this again and like filming. If you ever need anything, advice, if you need prayers, if you just need to talk to somebody, reach out to me on any of my socials. All of them will be linked down below in the description box. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below with anything else you'd like to see. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye! Mm-mm.